Hello and welcome back to episode 24 of Unknown to World Known. Club 4, we're back again with Inter Milan. We are in a good position in the league at the moment, although we aren't top. And in the Champions League, we're currently sat second, but it's going alright. Just before we get into today's episode, if you are enjoying the content on the channel, please do leave a like down below. Comment what you think we can win this season. I think it needs to be the year we win the Champions League, really. So we're really going to be focusing in on that. Subscribe if you are enjoying the content as well. And since you were last with us, it has been quite a while. We followed up our win against Fiorentina with a 3-0 win against Udinese, a 2-0 win against Lazio, a 2-0 win against Rangers, and a 1-1 draw with Torino. We then beat AC Milan 1-0, but we did lose to Napoli, unfortunately. Most recently, we drew with Partizan, which was a shock result and a bit problematic considering we've got Real Madrid to play next. But we bounced back. We beat Parma 3-0, Real with a hat-trick. So today we've got Ternana and Real Madrid. As mentioned, in the league, we aren't top. We are currently sat in 5th, but we're only 3 points away from the top. So we're still very much in that group. It's just Roma that are actually pulling away. And then in the Champions League, we're on 4 points from a possible 6. But I think we don't need to worry too much. If we can get a result against Real Madrid, then we put ourselves right up in that battle for the top 2. Partizan and Rangers not really going to be an issue. It's just whether we can get above Real Madrid. Let's first of all go and play the game against Ternana, who are currently sat in 19th place. The lineup to do that is going to be Bijlow in goal, a back three of Rabalo, Sneeg and Bastoni, Springer and Riguri as the wing-backs. Then we've got Ruben Neves and Milinkovic-Savic in midfield, Serovic on the right, Demir on the left, and Real up front. Throw in early on, Ruben Neves receives it, Rabalo, then plays it inside to Sneeg, Serovic. Can he turn? He does, gets it to Sneeg. Springer, I completely forgot who that was. Springer puts it across the box. Demir knocks it in at the far post. It's been a few days since I've played this save. So, yeah, I've basically had a weekend off completely, whereas normally I'd still do a bit of editing on the weekends, although I haven't been releasing videos very much. Weekends have been busy, this one in particular. So, completely forgot Springer's name, but it's fine, we're 1-0 up. Free kick for Ternana just inside our half. Bradella plays it short to Fortunato, who goes straight through the middle of the defence. Bijlow makes the save. That was a bit of fortune. Can we cut that? No? Okay. Magdon with a corner, sends it to the far post, but Bastoni is there to clear it away. Bologna with a free kick at the back. It's a bit unfair that Ternana have got an entire team playing for them, but the long ball forward only finds Bastoni, who's easily and calmly able to exchange the ball with Bijlow as they back off. Riguri to Milinkovic-Savic, back to Bastoni. You can see Ternana here really having this setup where they're not going to be pressing us. They're going to be sitting deep and hoping just to hit us on the counter. So we need to be prepared for that as much as possible. Milinkovic-Savic back to Bastoni. Forward to Milinkovic-Savic to Demir. Lays it off to Riguri. Inside to Ruben Neves. Milinkovic-Savic Real. Out to Riguri on the left. Lots of space here. Can he get a cross in? Lays it off to Milinkovic-Savic. Cross to the far post. Serovic is there. 2-0. Just before half time. We are having a VAR check. To me, he looked onside. And the fact that we're going straight into a replay tells me he was onside. It was a lot more nerve-wracking when I didn't realise that that was the thing. But nevertheless, 2-0. Half-time, we still lead 2-0 as expected. That goal came right before the halfway mark. I think we're just going to leave it at that. We might bring Real off for Harry Kane just because we want Real for the Real Madrid game. Riguri with a throw-in gets it to Milinkovic-Savic. He goes inside to Neves. Demir cuts inside onto his right foot, gets a shot off, but very easy for the goalkeeper. We're going to bring Serovic off for Rivadeneira on the right-hand side. And just looking at other key players who are looking a bit tired, we'll bring Riguri off for Lincoln. Springer receives the ball on the right-hand side. Rivadeneira back to Springer. Can he get a cross in? Plays it short to Rivadeneira, whose shot goes at the keeper, but he falls to the save, gets a corner out of it. It was a nice little shot from, to be fair, Rivadeneira, he's hardly played it last season. Bastoni with the header, it falls to Kane, who puts it into what's basically an empty net. Unlucky from the keeper, but I think the way he parried it, he was kind of asking for that to happen. Really, with that, you've got to either catch it or send it over the bar. He didn't do either, knocked it down to Kane. And a nice, comfortable 3-0 win in a game where, yeah, we didn't push too hard in the second half. In particular, we made some changes to the tactics just to kind of control the game. We did exactly that. It gives us a good result as we head into the Real Madrid game, which, as you know, could be massive for our chances of finishing top of the group, which is always slightly preferable because in theory you get a better draw. Not always, but it's one of them where you've got to try for it and hope, I think. So let's go and see if we can pick up a win against them. And the lineup for the game against Real Madrid: Bijlow remains in goal, Upamecano, Sneeg and Bastoni in the back three, Springer and Riguri remain as the wing backs, Suarez and Kumar are in the middle, Demir moves out to the right for Gifrida to come out onto the left, and Real remains up front. Riguri with a throw-in gets it to Gifrida, cross goes in, Bastoni's in there and nearly finds the far corner, goes just wide though. Riguri with another throw-in here, Gifrida collects it again. This time he lays it off to Riguri, who sends the cross in. Real's in there. Oh, he's headed it over the bar this time. Yusuf Demir with a corner here, sends it to the far post. Real again, heading over the bar. We are creating chances, but not taking them. And at half-time, it's still 0-0. Despite that we've had quite a few chances, what we really need is just to be able to sort out our shooting. That's exactly what we're going to tell them. Our shooting has not been good enough. Hopefully, if we can get one on target, it might just be enough to go into the net. We have a highlight starting from a Real Madrid goal kick. Valverde back to Militao, and now bringing it forward. I'm not going to attempt that name. Bruno Fernandes back to that guy. He goes back to Zic, and then bringing it forward. This time switches out to the right-hand side, but Bastoni is there to cover the ball. And Gifrida to Kumar. Suarez plays it through to Gifrida. He's got space. Has he got men with him? He sends it down the wing. Riguri to Kumar. Lays it off to Suarez. To Yusuf Demir. Chips it over to Gifrida. Riguri on the edge. Drills it all the way through. Springer's going to go and collect that before it goes out of play. Gets across back in. Real puts us 1-0 up. We are getting a VAR check here. I don't know where there would have been an offside here, unless it was Real as the ball came back in, possibly coming back from an offside position. It has been awarded, and it also dispels my theory about the whole whether it's going to be awarded or not. It's got to be on Real here that they're questioning it, but he's well onside. We lead 1-0. Highlight starting from our own goal kick this time. Hopefully it doesn't end up the same way as theirs with the team that started the highlight conceded a goal. However, we have lost the ball. Valverde to Diogo Jota. Florentino Luis back to Valverde. And then Militao. Luis to Jota. I also said that was Florentino Luis. I have no idea if it was. I also realised I forgot to focus the camera at the start of this video. So hopefully it happens that I was in focus. My apologies if I wasn't. Bruno Fernandes with the shot. Bijlow with the save to match it. However, it's going to be a corner for Real Madrid. Bruno's going to send it in. Can he find a Real Madrid head? He can. Oh, Zic has handled the ball, though. We're going to bring Sokol on for Gifrida on the left-hand side. And we'll also bring Kumar off for Milinkovic-Savic in the middle. Kalulu with a throw-in for Real Madrid. It's played to Valverde, back to Kalulu. He switches it back behind him. Gets a pass to Valverde. It's back to Kalulu, though. Inside to Valverde, lays it back off to Kalulu, and ball comes in. Diallo with the shot, Bijlow with the save, catches it as well, which is very nice to see. Can he now pick out a Inter Milan player? Plays it short to Upamecano. It's back to Bastoni, and he's been caught out by Bruno. Oh, Bastoni, what have you done? He's given away a penalty now, And that was just such a dumb thing to do from Bastoni. Like, there was no need for any of that to happen. He had the time. He allowed Bruno to come in and take the ball off him, and then just decided he was going to kick him from the penalty spot. Bruno Fernandes. You know it's Bruno. However, Bijlow saves it. I was not expecting that. From the corner, is FM going to do its usual kickers in the teeth just after we've had a penalty save? No, it's not. Bastoni heads it away. Diaby goes out to collect it, sends it back to the far post. Springer heads it away again. We are going to bring Bastoni off for Rabalo, though, as a result of what he's just done. Riguri with a throw-in late on in the game here. Sokol nods it on to Real. Back to Sokol and Riguri. I have had to change monitor at the moment, but we'll ignore that. Just pretend it hasn't happened. Real with the ball. Lays it off to Demir. Can he get across into the box? He goes backwards to Suarez. And then out to Springer on the right. Good pressure from Real Madrid, but we're exploiting it here. Sokol in behind. Lays it off to Riguri. Across the box. Real makes it 2-0. That is game over. We are going to be top of the group to end the episode. And I think our next Champions League game is Real Madrid in the away game. So what we're going to be doing there is we're going to set up to counter-attack. Obviously, it won't be on camera, but we're going to set up just to try and make sure we get a draw. Full time, it is all over. A fantastic win against Real Madrid. It kind of gives us hope that we can compete with the teams that are, you know, top in Europe. So we actually end the episode top of the league and top of the group. Roma dropped points in their last game. They lost, I think it was to Bologna. So we were then able to go top of the league as a result of that. Top of the Champions League group. It's all going well. What we will do now is we will come back. We're going to aim for Salernitana and Rangers in December, so we can then get the Champions League draw in as well. Maybe we'll do Rangers and Sampdoria so that it guarantees the Champions League draw being a bit easier for me. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment your prediction. As I say, I think we're going to be alright in this group, and then hopefully we can push on to winning the Champions League this year. Subscribe if you are enjoying the content, and thank you very much for watching.